Brandon Royval vs Tatsuro Taira for the UFC flyweight match. Brandon Royval vs Tatsuro Taira UFC flyweight match. Brandon Royval from USA. He is the former LFA and PFL fighter and he is the former contender for the title against Pantoja. He has 16 wins and 7 losses in his career. He debuted in UFC in 2020 with his record of 6 wins and 3 losses. In his last match he wins against a former champ like Brandon Moreno. He has 87% rate finishes in all his career, 60% by submission. His fastest win was of 23 seconds by submission. Royval is a really good grappler. He is the top number 1 ranked in UFC flyweight division. Tatsuro Taira from Japan. He's still undefeated in UFC and in his career, with his record of 6 wins in UFC and 16 wins in his career. A really great fighter in flyweight division. Tatsuro Taira debuted in UFC in 2022, with a great win by unanimous decision where demonstrated his grappling. He has 60% rate finishes by submission in UFC and 74% rate finishes in his career. With his younger age in this moment is the prospect fighter in UFC. In his last 5 wins he wins 3 by finishes. In his last match he wins against Perez and he enter in top 5 rankings of the UFC flyweight division. Here we go with the predictions of this spectacular match at the flyweight division. We have 2 fighters that has a really good grappling. We have Tatsuro that is 8 years older than Royval with his 23 years old, a very young prospect fighter with his 6 wins in UFC. And he's still undefeated with an awesome performance in his matches. And we have a former contender for the title, Royval, that gonna test Taira. He has 50% rate finishes in UFC by submission. He is a really good grappler. In my opinion, the favorite of this match is Royval for the bookmakers, but I think that Taira gonna win this match by unanimous decision.